Hey, 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 y'all. I'm doing it with no without showing me. I'm blackening. It's a blackout today on screen because I want y'all to hear this message. This is gonna mess you up in a good way. And I don't want you to be distracted by my antics or my animation. Y'all know how I get when I get excited. So I have already asked Spirit to y'all come on in. Y'all haven't missed a thing. I'm just doing an intro. So welcome. Come on in. So I asked Holy Spirit to help me hold my mule to help me maintain and contain myself so I can see the chat. So hi everybody, but you can't see me. I'm sitting right here where I always sit. I just wanted to, like I said, not show my face because I really want to give you this message. Now, if this is your first time watching, go ahead and buckle your seatbelt because you're going to be in for a wonderful ride. Thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for everybody being here. But I want to get right to this because some of y'all need to be at work. So let's see. This is let me just tell you, this is not a twin flame couple kind of read. This is Rhema. This came from a download that I received while talking to my son. Okay, I'm already in the message. This is the tea for today. This is it's going to bless you, and I hope and I pray. It is my prayer that your hearts and minds are open. You're not going to hear anything that really way new, but you're going to hear it in a much more excellent way, a better way, so that you can receive it. That is my prayer. That is my intention. It started with me talking to my son about a current event that happened. I'm not going to monetize this video. So here's my parental guidance. Here's my disclaimer. We're grown on here. I am not going to monetize this video because I need to be able to speak freely. Okay, so I more freely than I normally speak when when I'm live. But I want to speak freely. Okay, about some things. All right. So because I need to paint a picture for you. Now, so I was talking to my son about current events that happened in our region of the DMV, District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. But there was an incident that happened in Ocean City with 4 young black men with police officers again, right? But that's not the gist of what we're talking about. I was asking him, did he see it? And because I was letting him see it, and then a discussion ensued. Here's where you come in, because this is where the download comes in. I told him what I thought was going to be happening over the next 10, 20 years, because y'all know I'm a prophet. Y'all can call me mother. You can call me a tarot reader, but we're prophetic people. We are people of light. We are seers. We are oracles. Okay. So I was prophesying or seeing some future events that I was telling my son to prepare himself for, and just, things to be excited about, things to be mindful of, right? And so that turned into me saying, and also, and this is where I'm in the message right now. And I said, and also, this is where it shifted. I said, this cryptocurrency, that's all that really is. It's a supernatural wealth transfer. And I said, how the Bible says that God blesses it, the God reigns on the just and the unjust, or the blessing of the Lord. It comes to whether you're right or whether you're wrong. And then that began a download as my body started to heat up, right? I know you can't see me. I'm blacked out, you guys. Sorry, I'm blacked out. I can see the chat. Let me stop for a second, y'all. I'm not looking at the chat now, but I have to, because let me tell you this. I'm blacked out for a reason, because I want y'all to focus, and I need to focus. If y'all see me without my animation, y'all know when I get something really good, I get excited. I get really excited. So I'm not pulling cards today. I need to give you this Rhema. This is a download. Okay. And I didn't even tell my moderators I was jumping on. So if somebody in the chat, Wiggly Divine, family, just tell the people as they're coming in, somebody keep putting that in, like, every, 14 seconds or something, that I am blacked out on purpose. Okay. I am blacked out on purpose. She is blacked out on purpose. Don't make sure you read it now. Don't put she is black on purpose or something. All right. So anyway, so the scripture, as I was saying, God reigns on the just and the unjust. And so when you're a person of faith, remember if those of you who came from the church, that was one of the biggest things. You were like, well, if I do right or if I do wrong, God's going to bless me. Even though it depends on what denomination you were in, anything you did, whether you sniffed or sneezed or wore pants or skirts or red or black or whatever, you were going to hell. You were wrong. You felt wrong. Everything about you felt wrong. So you were under a lot of judgment and condemnation condemnation, right? Okay, so if you have this kind of mindset, because I'm trying to get you to be unstuck, if you have this kind of mindset that you have to do something in order to curry, if you will, spirit's favor or get blessings to flow in your life, that you have to be nice or be kind or be less or be whatever, you know, in order to get a blessing, then that is erroneous thinking. I'm telling you that right now. Fight me. Okay. Like, just hear what I say, pray about it, and then let spirit guide you where you need to be. But I am a messenger. I am a messenger, and I am the messenger, and I want y'all to get this. So anyway, um, what was I saying? Yes. So if you have a mindset like that you have to do something in order to get a blessing or get favor or curry favor with anyone, not even just God, but anyone, then you have an erroneous mindset that keeps you trapped in the perpetual cycle of performing. Okay. The perpetual cycle of performing, having to do more, having to be more, having to be on call. I hear for some of you, you know what I mean? Because you want somebody to love you or somebody to like you. So you feel like you have to buy. You feel like you have to serve, overlove, overgive. You know what I mean? You feel like you have to do more in order to get just a little bit of what some others get regularly or easily, easily. All right. So anyway, I want you to just stay open and allow your mind to be healed, allow your mind to be rewired. I'm seeing like neurons, protons, capillaries. I'm seeing organs kind of boop, boop, boop. There's a pulse that's happening, but it's like there's things that need to be rewired. And it's a paradigm shift. It's a mental shift from where you are to where you need to be. And that is the purpose of the message today. So allow your mind to heal, because you don't have to do anything but be your most authentic self in order to get a blessing, the promise, the manifestation, however y'all hear it, right? You don't have to do that. The way you do this thing called life is you are yourself. The closer you are to doing what you really, really want to do and being who you really, really know you want to be, not need to be. Listen to what I'm saying. Not need to be has the stipulation like there's somebody with an expectation on you. You know what I mean? And I'm a mother, so I'm supposed to be a good mother. Well, what is a good mother? That varies in the eyes of the beholder. You know what I mean? Because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. You see what I'm saying? You might call something ugly, I might say is beautiful. I might say something to you that's beautiful, and you might say, well, that's ugly. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So it just depends. I hope y'all tracking with me. It just depends on how you see things. I just lost my train of thought when I did that. Looking at the chat. But bring me back. Somebody put it in the chat. Where was I? Oh, this is good. Yes. Being your most authentic self, being truest to yourself is what keeps you in alignment with spirit. Now watch this. This is what I mean. If you don't think a thing is wrong, then it's not. I'm going to say that again. I know it sounds very simple, but hear what I'm saying. If you don't have a feeling, thought, an attitude around a thing about what a thing should be or should not be, whatever. If you don't think that it's wrong, it's not. How is that? Because you have no awareness of it. You know what I'm saying? You have no awareness of it. I didn't know why. Why is it wrong? Is it wrong? Listen. Rebasuta bahaya. If I raise pit bulls and train them to fight in dog fights to make me money, that's not wrong to me. That is what I might call how I make my living. Hear me. If you don't get offended, just listen to what I'm saying. I got a message. Okay. So I'm going to be sensible, touch some of your sensibilities. That's why I'm not monetizing this video, so I can talk freely. Okay. Love you guys. It's okay. But if I want to raise pit bulls to fight in dog fights, you may call that inhumane. I might call that my bread and butter. You see what I'm saying? It's not wrong to me to want to train dogs to fight, but you might have a problem with it because you're an animal lover. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes. So if that's not wrong to me, then it's not wrong to me. And you should not judge me on that, because there are things that are happening in your life that I would say is wrong. And you would be like, there's no problem with that. You get it? There's no problem with that. You see what I'm saying? I might not think you should have 5 cars in your driveway if you have a garage that needs to be cleaned out so that you can put some of those extra vehicles in it so that people can walk down the sidewalk in your neighborhood. You're fine. If there's 5 people that drive in your household and you pay for this property, you ought to be able to put your cars wherever you want to put your cars. Mind my own business, right? But I work with the HOA, and I don't like your cars all in the place. I don't like the way it looks. So you are infracting on some rules. There's an infraction right now. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to say something to you about it, because to me, you are wrong, and I have the paperwork to prove it. You know what I mean? Somebody just said that. So y'all follow me. Tell me if you track with me. Give me some emoticons, because I'm gonna move kind of quickly. I know I move quickly, but it's coming quick. So I need emoticons. I don't see anything. I see y'all. I mean, hey, Shanika. Okay, Lanice. Thank you, Lanice. That's all I needed was one. I just needed, if I could just touch one person. So anyway, oh, wow. Let me clean it up. If I could just touch one person with this message and their lives changed. Had to finish that. So anyway, so when we say God reigns on the just and unjust, let me unpack that real quick. The just is what we would say fair, right? You know, so good or bad, right? And what is good or bad? Well, again, I would say it depends on who you are, where you are, because your good is not my bad, or my bad is not your good. And y'all know what I'm trying to say. But you know what I mean? So the unjust can get the same blessing. You know why? Here's the key. Frequency. Okay, let me tell you how that, because you know, I always used to get a question, especially of young people when I was pastoring. And it would be like, why did God let this happen? Why did this happen? You know what I mean? Like if something bad happened, the dog died, the goldfish died, parents split up, whatever it was, why did God let this happen? And God is supposed to be love. And that always, and I would use my standard answer, well, baby, hug, rub shoulders. You know, well, we don't always understand. You know, the old, we don't always understand why God does what God does, but we just believe that when we get to the other side, you know what I'm saying, we'll understand by and by. Okay, you want some candy? You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to make light of it, but I'm saying it was like, I even thought that as a grown woman, like, man, that's woo, boy, that's a gut punch right there, God. Like, wow, God, that's woo, when I saw something happen to people, right? And then it made sense today. All these years now, it made sense today. And it was like, what was I about to say? Oh, y'all bring that back. It's so much. Oh my gosh. Look down at my notes. Hold on. Because I'm supposed to be going in order. You guys actually wrote down what I was going to say. Well, I wrote bullets for myself. What was I saying, you guys? It just made sense today. What just made sense today? Why did that thought get right out of my head? Because I looked up. I give it to church when they gave candy. I said something about candy. I can't remember. Anyway, let me keep going. So it'll come back to me, y'all. Let me wind up again, and then I'll catch it back. I was talking about the church and candy. No, I was talking about something else. Anyway, I knew I was saying that. That was what I would say to the children. Oh, yes. Why did God do with the sovereignty? Why do things happen? Well, it's about frequency, because whatever you are on, whatever frequency you are on, that is what you attract. Thank you, Sabrina. Got it. That is what you attract. You see that? I'm going to say it again. Like I said, these things I'm saying are so simple, but we kind of miss it. But watch this. The frequency that we're on attracts the things to our lives. Thoughts are frequencies, right? Thoughts are frequencies, right? You know what I mean? And so frequencies are what? They attract the same or the like frequency, right? So the way as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That means that you are going to go back into it. Wow, that molestation comment just took me right out. I shouldn't look up. Y'all got to pray for me. When I look at the comments, I literally get out of a cyclone. Those of you who are channelers and oracles, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like a cyclone, and you go in like a tunnel, and you're just whirling around, and the messages are coming. So when something takes your attention, because I'm already in the message, this must be, I need to say this out loud. But when something takes your attention, it'll take you out of where you need to be. We said it the other night. Actually, we said that So I'm saying it again, the same group must be here. You have got to stop getting distracted when you're in your zone. Okay, that's a message for someone. You have got to stop getting distracted when you are in your zone. Stop looking to the right or to the left, or just, pay attention to what you're doing is another message. Pay attention to what you're doing. All right. So anyway, oh Lord, what was I saying? So yes, with the sovereignty. So it's like the frequency that you're on attracts your circumstances. Okay. That's what, so if you are unjust, here's my examples, and it's going to get a little sensitive. Y'all, please hear my heart. I just need to give you these examples. I saw as I was talking to my son, I said to him, you can get this money, because I mentioned actually a family member of mine who's a young person, that is very good with numbers, has always been very good with numbers. And this person has gotten into cryptocurrency, the trading of it, trading and everything. And this person does not have a background like that. It's just like with this wave that's going on with these young people that are getting into the stock market and trading. And I applaud that. You know what I'm saying? I support that. All right. And you need to get in there too if you're not already in there. Start to understand the signs around you. You've got to be more discerning and know where you are and what you need to be doing, what you need to be accomplishing, what you need to be focused on. Right. And so anyway, this person is getting very good and reaping the rewards, making a lot of money on this cryptocurrency and this trading. Right. But this person, I'm telling y'all, and I'll say it to this person's face because I have before, because it's all love, right? I have to be who I am in love, right? I don't judge. I just say, this is my opinion, because it's my opinion, right? Okay. But this person is nasty and manipulative. And I'm going to even say evil. I will say that because I can back it up. Again, no shade or judgment. I'm just saying that I know this person. And I'm not the only one. You could line up anyone who has had a contact with this person, and they would be like, wow, I have never seen someone so vicious and so evil. So how do you explain that? Watch this. How do you explain that? Because she is on the frequency. That person is on the frequency of wealth, because that person decided to make a choice and stop being broke, as they would say, and they started doing something different, and it interested them, right? And they are on the frequency of wealth. So it doesn't matter how nasty that person's attitude is, or how evil that person's motives may be, or whatever. If they are on the frequency of the thing that they want, they are going to get it. So you understand why somebody could say, why do things like this happen? And I know this is a very sensitive subject, because you're like, well, I didn't ask to be molested, or I didn't ask to be raped, or our house didn't ask to be burned down. But I'm telling you, at the way frequency works, someone around you, that's why you have to know what you're tied to and what you're tied into, because somebody was on the frequency to attract that to you. That's why it's important who you are yoked with. That's why it's important. That's what equally yoked means. Because if we are equally yoked, I know that we are on the same frequency, because two can't walk together unless they agree. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? So I'm sorry that tragedies happen to you. I'm not saying that there's you nasty or you're less than. That's the areas that you have to heal, right? But what I'm saying is, you have got to know that somebody around you attracted that thing to you. And it depends on who you are. Somebody might have purposely sent that thing towards you. Again, that's why it pays to know who is around you and who is connected to who is connected to who. Because at the end of the day, we are actually all connected. You know what I mean? So anyway, so that frequency that you're on. So this person that I'm talking about. By the way, if you just getting in, because I just saw a comment that made me think something, but I'm talking about somebody in my family. Okay. I'm not channeling. If there's somebody in your family, okay. But I'm just saying, I'm giving you an example. And if it's resonating, then there you go. But my point is, this person is not a good person. Okay. Right now. You hear me? Right now. You hear me? Right now. This person is not a good person right now, but I believe in change, because I understand energy. Right. And I'll get to that in a minute. So I say that to say this person is getting blessed, but then you have somebody else saying, well, I'm doing all the right things and I've been losing money, or I'm doing all the right things and I'm not seeing any fruits of what I'm doing. I will tell you that there is a belief in you somewhere out there. You know what I'm saying? There is a belief in you that thinks you can't, or telling you that you can't have that thing. I promise you, this thing don't lie. Alchemy don't lie. The metaphysical don't lie. Quantum physics don't lie. Not only can I put it with my faith, I can put it with science. Science proves faith and religion. Science, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to delve in them both. You are not being less than a super saint if you understand how things work scientifically as well as spiritually. But what I'm telling you is, it is literally energy. It is literally thoughts. It is literally the way you feel. The way you're making me feel. Why am I singing now? But the way you feel. And if you could control how you feel, then you rule the world. If you could control how you feel, then you would rule the world. Let me keep going. So I said she was this person's aligned to what they wanted. Got it. If you are a person who likes to slaughter newborns. I don't know. You like to slaughter newborn. I know it's sensitive, but you like to slaughter newborns, and you do it in your basement. But you are a banker, of the president of a bank, a large bank in a large city right now. And you go have coffee and you play golf or whatever it is you do. But at night, especially on Thursdays, you go in your basement and you slaughter the innocent. Okay, I know. I'm saying it on purpose for effect. I'm giving you this example. You are still going to be the head of that bank. You are still going to have that degree. You are still going to be at an Ivy League school and still be what somebody would call a good person, because you're doing the right things according to whoever that is you are around. I just saw the Hierophant card, which is Taurus. All right. But I'm just saying to you, and I'm saying to you that you will still be what some would call blessed. Because if you go with the way you were taught, especially if you grew up with religion, then you should believe that person is not going to be blessed, because they are not doing good things. They're not going to be blessed. They shouldn't have a good life. They shouldn't have a mansion or a big nice car or their own private jet. They shouldn't be a leader of anything, because they are despicable. They are disgusting. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? But yet you are doing all the right things. Heck, you even volunteered at the Boys and Girls Club downtown, and you still can't seem to get a car in your own name. How's that work? Somebody explain that from the loving God. I will offer to you again. Yes, we have a creator, source, spirit, universe, God, Father, but you are also God. You are little G's. You are also God's little G. Somebody's a gangster. You got to be gangster with this. Go hard or go home. This ascension is not easy. It's not supposed to be. This twin flame journey with that person that you keep judging so harshly, it's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to challenge you. It is supposed to break you. Somebody put, the Lord can hold one's blessing back for their own good. I'm gonna use that as my springboard. Thank you, Kimba Wiggins. The Lord can hold one's blessing back for their own good. I know what she means. And let me tell you how that looks with quantum physics and with science, right? All it means is there is a frequency inside of you that says, I ain't ready for that. You know how you know? Because you are attracting circumstances that let everybody around you know, including you, that you are not ready for the new car, the new house, the new man, the new girlfriend, the new whatever. You're not ready. There's a belief in you that knows, because every time you do it, you break up, you do this, you take control, you whatever. So she's right. The Lord, which I was saying, we are little G's. You are the Lord. You are the Lord. You are royalty. You're a Lord and a lady, a king and a queen, a God and a goddess. And Lord means law. What is law? Law is simply my code of conduct, the things that I must do in order to keep the peace that I have in my life. There's in order to keep peace in your life, there's certain things that you must do. Now watch this. Let's keep going. So you can have, I gave you the example. What about the pastor? This is a third example. Well, I only gave you two, but there's a pastor that may have a mega church, but be terrorizing their family at home, beating their wives, kids, whatever. But they may have a mega church. well known. I'm not talking about anybody, but if I'm channeling, okay. But I'm just saying that example came to me during the download. And so it's like, and they're successful at being a pastor or a man of God or a woman of God or whatever, right? But they go home and cuss out everybody, including the dog. Yet, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. It's about frequency. It's about energy. They're on the frequency of being the orator, the charismatic person, the charismatic leader that they are. And so that's where they're aligned with that. So they're going to get that and be successful in that. The shadow side goes home and wreaks havoc with the family. You see what I'm saying? That's what the shadow side does. But watch this. The higher you go, because you're happier at what you are doing and creating, the more that shadow becomes integrated. In other words, the more you gain control over your dark side. That's how you get control of your dark side. You find what you do and you do it best. You do find what you do best and then you do it, right? And then that shadow side will minimize. Here's why. Because when you used to have to terrorize your family, it was because you were in a place of hurt. You were in a place of frustration or whatever. But when you stop being in that place of hurt and frustration because you are doing what you love and your frequency is now going higher. You know what I'm saying? Your frequency is higher now. So you don't want to hurt people. You don't want anybody talking. You don't want to talk to anybody like that because you wouldn't want anybody talking to you like that. Do you see how it works? Isn't that interesting? That's how this works. And so you stop doing things in shadows. You stop doing the so-called bad things. You see what I'm saying? And that's what now makes it bad, because now your frequency has changed. Because now you see something that you used to think was okay. It's no longer okay with you. Why? Because you are on a higher frequency. So I'm not going to come home and terrorize my family. I'm going to talk to my family because the level of success that I am achieving requires it. The level of success that I am achieving requires it. In other words, you begin to ascend, you begin to heal, you begin to grow out of where you used to be. That's why I started the talk with saying you must be your authentic self. The way you do this thing called life is you get as close as you can to being and doing what you really want to do, to having what you really want to have. Take care of you. Take care of you. You know what I mean? Take care of you first, and then you can take care of everyone around you. You see what I'm saying? That's why it all begins with you. That's why everything begins and ends with you. You are the beginning and you are the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. You are the author and the finisher of this thing. You are co-creating. Okay? You are co-creating with God. You are co-creating with spirit, source, universe. All right. What else was I going to say? Right. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? Those of you who are so frustrated with your waiting, why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? Because you got to get on the frequency of that thing that you want. If you are still in need of areas of healing, you are not on the frequency of that total committed relationship where we start to have kids and we get in business together and da 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 da. Maybe you're afraid to own your own business. Maybe you don't know this yet because you have not tapped into your subconscious through your dreams, through your meditation and prayer that would tell you this. But that's how you tap into the things that you aren't fully aware of. Your blind spots, we'll call them. When you tap into the way you tap into your blind spots is you pray, you meditate, you ask spirit to show you. That's how this works. All right. Let's see. Frequency of what you want. You're successful. Right. Let's talk about change for a minute. Then I think I'll close. That'll be it. All right. So those of you who are, I was talking about how you were successful in one area and you feel like you're not successful in another area. This is the bullet I got. You are successful up to a point. All of us have heard about hitting the wall. You know what I mean? We've all hit the wall. We've all, had a moment, right? Where it's like, I can't go any further. You know what I mean? I can't I can't get past this. You might even call it an obstacle, whatever it is, right? So it says you are successful to a point, then you have no success. When you hit that wall, you are ready to change. I just saw 5 of wands and 5 of swords. You know what I mean? You're ready for change. You're ready to come out of all this competition, competing with people, being jealous of people, whatever, you know, or people being jealous of you. You're ready to come out of all that. And so what do? You do something different. You do something that is more aligned. You see what I'm saying? Aligned with where you are or who you are. You do something that makes you happy. So if sitting alone at lunch versus sitting with a bunch of people that's going to be sad or gossipy or act, you know, just negative all day, you'd rather eat alone, then that's what you do. You know what I mean? So in other words, you make the change because you have found that you hit a wall where you were in this level of success. Just like when you thought a relationship would go really well and it was going well for a time and then it hit a wall, you made a decision. Either I'm going to stay and try to work on this and see if this person wants to work with me, or you walked away and just decided just to be alone and regroup, or somebody came along while you were with this person and you weren't happy anyway. So you saw that this other person was a better fit for you. You know what I'm saying? So this is where you are. So when you hit a wall, you start to change. And many of you have hit a wall right now. And Spirit is saying to you, it's time for you to change. And you don't really know which way you want to go. I'm here to tell you that you need to choose the thing that makes you happy, not the thing that you think is right with mom and them, or the job, or the kids, or the neighborhood, or the sorority, or the fraternity, or the church, or the sister group, or the clan, or whatever, you know, and that's CLAN, by the way. But you need to do what makes you happy. You need to go in the direction of what you want for once in your life. Okay? For once in your life. Make the choice and don't be pushed in a certain direction. You see? Make the choice to make a choice instead of being pushed or bullied in a certain direction. So you won't get tied up emotionally or tied down physically. I can't move past this, right? Okay. And here's another thing. Here's why people don't, when you tell people to change, they don't change. Because people only change when they are ready to. You can't change a person. You can change you, and then your behavior will cause that person to be like, wow, they've hit a wall with you. They know what the things they used to use against you or towards you no longer work. So they have to change. Now, either they're going to fall off, meaning be repelled, or they're going to be more attracted to you and level up their frequency and then align with you again. They're making a change. You see what I'm saying? But the moment you realize and understand that you want a change is the moment that your frequency changes and you start attracting different things. All right. So letting go of what no longer serves you so that you have more success. That's how you get over the shadow or integrate the shadow. You let go of those things that no longer serve you. I know I don't do that anymore. No, I don't do the yelling anymore. No, I don't do the stalking anymore. No, I don't do the tit for tat anymore. No, I'm not petty anymore. No, I'm not going to be jealous anymore. No, I'm not going to be mad every time you miss a call anymore. I'm not going to be judgmental. You know what I mean? You don't do that thing anymore because you want to go back to that level of success that you first felt when you first fell in love. When you ever hear that? I wish we could go back to when we first fell in love, when things were shiny and new. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I wish things could just go back to where they were. You know what I mean? So when you're ready to go back to that level of success that you remember and that you revel in, that's when you start to change your life so that you can go get that thing, be in that thing. Wow. So I'll close. What beliefs are you holding right now that are blocking you from a way forward? Just want you to think about that. What beliefs are you holding right now that are blocking you from a way forward? Because it's in there. Because you're gonna be blessed. I don't know if that's a confirmation or what. I was saying you're going to be blessed, and they started barking. But you are going to be blessed. You know what I mean? You are going to be blessed. Either way, you are, because it doesn't. The universe doesn't know if you're playing or not. The universe, it's just whatever you say, you will have. Because there is no judgment. There is no right or wrong. It's not. Everything you've read, there are things that you can do to make sure you ensure your peace and happiness. That's what you could call a moral code or a faith system, a belief system. And every faith, that spirituality leads you to that place. Be kind. Be kind to others. Love yourself. If you can love yourself, you got it. If you can love yourself, that's your superpower. Oh, shamandada. If you can love yourself, that's your superpower. It is. If you can respect yourself, you got it now, because you're going to treat people like you want to be treated, the way you treat yourself. You love you, you respect you, you honor you, you're patient with you, you are kind to you. You see what I'm saying? Are you choking? My dog is like choking. Somebody's choked up. You're getting choked up right now. Somebody might be feeling lumps in their throat. I'm not going to really do that prayer right now. Y'all big people, y'all can work it out. But I do feel like there are some of you that need to kind of purge once you finish this video. You need to kind of purge. You need to just kind of breathe through this thing, especially those of you who have that lump in your throat. You're feeling this thing in your throat, not only because you need to say something like speak your truth, but it also is because, this is a hard pill to swallow, because it's starting to make sense now why you've been kind of blocked or hindered. But until you realize that you don't want to be at that place anymore, you're looking at the wall. Now figure out how to break through that wall. Yes, you've hit a wall right now, but figure out how to break through the wall. And that is so simple. It's as simple as looking within. It's what I mean by that. What do you want to do? See, baby, it's not even that deep. What do you want to do? What do you want? What would make you happy right now? What do you need to feel safe right now? What do you need to feel peaceful right now? What do you need? Because that's what you got to do. That's what you have to do. That's what you must do. And when you do that, everything will fall. You don't even have to do any work. Everything will fall away. Everybody will go away. My favorite prayer back in the day was, God, prepare them or repel them. That meant I meant a man. Prepare him or repel him. Either get him ready for me or keep him from coming around me. Either get them ready for me, ready to receive me, ready to accept me, ready to cooperate or work with me, or get them from around me. Make them not want to be around me. Block communication. Change our routine so that we don't run into each other or run behind each other. You know what I mean? Do something. Repel them. So I'm saying to you, the moment you choose your happiness and do what you really, really want to do and do what you really, really love, things are going to start leaving and dropping off and falling. They're going to start falling away because they don't match you anymore. They don't match you. Some of y'all are tied to people that are dragging you down. And the reason why you can't move forward or make any traction, get any traction, is because y'all are pulling apart. You're not working together. If you do what makes you happy, which may even be a girl's trip or shopping or not taking calls for the next 7 to 10 days or something, there's something you already know what you want to do. There's something you want to do, but you're scared. And I'm telling you, if you make this one change, if for once you choose yourself and do what you want to do, do it. Do it. I can't stop saying do it. Then you're going to get everything you want. You'll be aligned to that frequency to really get this commitment, because that's really what you want. You just want them to say that you are a thing. You guys are an item. It is official. You just want them to make it official. And they're not going to do that until you make yourself official. All right. Mika, thanks for coming. I'm about to get off, sweetie. But bless you for coming. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. Love you. Mika's the best darn moderator decided. Glory. Y'all, that's the message. I hope y'all got something that you can grow on. Hope you got one to grow on. I appreciate it, y'all. Wow, this doggone. Blah, blah. I appreciate you guys for letting me give this message in blackout, because I really, really wanted to deliver this to you without all my antics and not get distracted. When I see y'all, I get distracted. Okay. All right. I love you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. I have those 7-day love readings. I'm gonna try to go. Thank you, Lady J. Gray. Thank you. I already said thank you to Mika. Shaniqua was up in here with a lot of. I'm gonna try to go back through this. Hi, Lolita. Bless you. Weekly Divine Feminine. Thank you. Lori. Thank you for coming. It's always good to see my family. Hi, Venus. Thank you. Sky Vibes High 420. Hey, girl. Hey. Thanks for coming. Y'all are fam. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to put your energy in these card decks or these messages that I give. Don't forget to sign up for Patreon. Patreon, we definitely going to unpack this in a couple of weeks. We got to do our session with Wickedly Divine Feminine first on media and marketing. Okay. But after that, I'm going to unpack this even deeper, because this was good to me. Reigns on the just and the unjust. Anyway, you're welcome, Shanika. Bless you. Bless you. I love you guys. Gia, thank you for coming. Deanna, thank you for coming. Bless you. Hey, Samantha. Love you. Miss Rodriguez, bless you. Leslie, bless you. That's Gertie. Hey, Gigi. Bless you. Bless you. All right. Love you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Lacole, it was good, right? Hey, Miss Neek. Yes. All right. I love you guys. Bye.